Damn mute button was on. Try it again, shall we? Hello, my fellow makers and foam fanatics. Today on Evil Ted's live stream, we'll be making a face mask. What's going to be interesting about this stream is I'm going to show you from the bottom, from scratch, how I go about making a pattern. My friend John is making a film called EONBLADE. It's about this mystical blade. Anyway, long story short, there's these bad guys in the movie that wear these masks. And he had a design he showed me, and I thought that'd be fun to make out of foam. So that's what we do today. Is I have a head cast. I'm going to shape it up with foil and show you the technique of how I go about making a pattern. So if you guys are ready, let's get started. All right, that's done. I was not recording. What I usually, guys, in my live stream, I record and then do it live, but I realized I didn't hit the record button, so let's try this one more time. So when people watching my live stream are like, why is Ted doing things twice? It's because I'm recording. I forgot to press record. So here we go again, one more time from the top. All right, ready? Welcome back, my fellow makers. Today on Evil Ted Live, on my live stream, we'll be making a face mask. My friend is making a film called EONBLADE. In the film, there are these bad guys that wear masks, and he had a design, and I looked at it and thought, it'd be great to make those out of foam. So today, I'm going to show you how I go about making a pattern from scratch. A lot of people in there use computers and take models and build, and I'm still old-fashioned, and I don't have that ability or technique, so I'm going to show you how I go about making a face shield pattern. So if you guys are ready, let's get started. Yeah, there you go. That was easy. Hey, Scotland. Welcome. Hey there. Hello. It's Field Walker and Sobarak, Miss and Becky at Going Ape. Hit record. Yeah, I just did, Becky. You weren't here earlier to tell me, so I screwed up. Hey, Kathy. Good morning, everybody. So that's what I'm going to do today. I got it in the can, right? Got a recording. And you guys can notice that you can hear me on my microphone because my dear friend Going Ape Costume helped me adjust the volume setting on my microphone so that I actually can speak and you can hear me clearly, which has been an issue sometimes. When the computer sometimes updates, it takes the volume and drops it down to a default level, which is a little bit too low to my liking. So I don't like the microphone in my face. Some people just put the microphone in their face. It's a great microphone. It's a Yeti microphone. I can't praise enough about that particular company that makes those. They're really great audio microphones. It's just that most people have them up close so you can get the closeness to the audio. But when I work, I can't have the microphone in my face. So I have it a little bit in front of me. Oh, really quickly, everybody, yes. If you guys are watching me on Twitch, thank you so much for your support. I am broadcasting this live from YouTube as well. So it's a simulcast. You're seeing it both ways. But my chat is open on YouTube. So if you do want to come over and chat with me, please come over to YouTube, the Evil Ted channel on YouTube, and come and say hello. Oh, hey, Kevin, thank you so much for the, oh my God, super chat. Kevin again gave me a donation of $3. Thank you so much. Again, every little bit helps. If you guys like this shirt that I'm wearing, which is my Evil Ted shirt, I have several shirts in my Teespring shop below the video. If you see, you click on the link there. You also can go to my website, hit the merch, and pick up a shirt. All right. So what we're going to do today is we're going to just make a face shield. And I have a head cast. Let me show you guys really quickly. Here's my setup. I have a head cast. I have aluminum foil and some masking tape. And we're going to base out the pattern today. So that's what we're going to be doing. Oh, let's celebrate their 5th superstar on live stream. Hey, thanks. Let's celebrate it. Hey, oh, there's Krim. What's up, Krim? Kevin. Guys, good morning. Let me get a sip of coffee and let's get down to business, shall we? Let's do it. Because you know me, I can sit here and chat. I love doing that, but got some work to do. So let's do it. All right. All right, here we go. We have the head cast. This is an old life cast of myself I had for years. And it has holes in it because it was a vacuum form buck. We're vacuum forming plastic face shields. I have some aluminum foil. I have some masking tape. But before we get started, there are these goggles that I really liked. Thank you again, Kevin. I know how it alerts me, so I'm going to say thank you again. There are these goggles I like, so I went ahead and I took everything off of them and covered them in masking tape and made a pattern, which ended up looking like this. So this is the pattern I made directly off of this by using some masking tape. And these are going to be the eye sockets, the eye goggles for this pattern. I figured to figure out where these guys are going to fall on this face shield, we should make these first. So let's do that really quick. So let's move this for now. And I got some Cosplay Pros 4mm black foam. And we're going to trace this on there. Get you guys a little closer, shall we? So they're not so far away. And this, you guys can see I symboled right here. It says right. And again, we're going to use this using the white Uniball marker. I love these guys, especially on black foam. These come in quite handy. Because I used to use silver Sharpies, but they just die out so quickly. And my friend Nikki turned me on to these guys. So we have, this is the right. I just write in here, like, let's do right. We'll flip this over for the left. All right. Let's see. Left. Okay. Get my knife. Let's go ahead and cut these guys. Well, what I do is go ahead and cut out the foam first. Just cut these guys out. All right. Now when cutting, I always like to separate them because I make it easier to cut, because when you're cutting you can just rotate. Sometimes when they're connected on one big sheet and you're trying to move stuff, it just gets ridiculous. So it's best to break them into smaller pieces and then start doing your precision cutting. Now when cutting, I like this blade touching the table, right? So when you go, you know for example, it's going to go right through. Just focus on cutting, following that line and pressing that blade to it's touching that cutting mat. Just like that. Now we're going around curves, you bring the blade up really high. Come on, like this. And like that. All right, that's our left. Now, again, I know people are thinking, why did you make this pattern ahead of time? I got anxious, guys. I should have showed you the process of making these goggles, but it's actually really quite simple. If you have something that you like, that you want to make a pattern, it's really that simple. It's just covering it with masking tape and then peeling it off and transferring it on either poster board or something or a piece of paper, and just kind of trace it onto foam and try to reproduce it. And also, it's a nice, great way to learn how to go about making patterns. All right, there we go. We could heat these guys up, but I figured let's go ahead and kind of shape them and glue them together and then heat them together. I think that'll make it easier. Yeah, let's do, let's go ahead and add some contact cement to our contact points here. Apply glue here. And apply glue there. All right, let's give that a couple minutes and let it dry. Hey, let's catch up with chat. Let's see who else came in. Hey, it's Gundam. What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, this is foam. Oh, somebody's what's this says? Foam Speedos. What? So right now, let this glue dry. We're going to put the goggles together, and then once I get the goggles, I'm going to start working on this pattern for the face. I'm going to show you how I do it. How's everybody doing today in this fine early Sunday morning? Today, yeah. This my friend John Soares, he's doing this film, and he's got the first portion of it shot, and he raised the money to shoot the second portion of the film. I think it's kind of like the second, a little bit of the third portion, and then once it's all shot, puts it all together and shows the investors, and then he tries to raise the third part to finally make the film. It looks great. He's really got it coming together, and in the film with these bad guys, and we talked about them, and so I thought, hey, it'd be really fun to kind of engineer the. He had a drawing, and these guys, they wear black trench coats, these big hats with brims, and these face masks with goggles. And there's a lot of fighting in the movie in the dark, and I'm trying to convince him to, I'm going to make a prototype. I'm thinking that you should, if the characters are black, and they're wearing black clothing in the dark fighting, you need to accent things. So on the goggles, I'm thinking about taking on the rim of the goggles, doing like a silver or gold on the goggles, just on the rims, and then on the mask having like little respirator vent things that stick out that are silver, and then the eyes having red LEDs in the eyes, so these just so you can see them. How's the alien coming along? That's a great question. I'm sorry, I have not. The minigun, can you mention the other days? Awesome, by the way. The alien I started on, it's kind of a private project, and then I want to build it, and then I realized it's a personal project for me, and so I wanted to work on it, and then I need to work, and so my friend was doing the space movie. I started on that, and then he's in the process of he's like, stop, I gotta do he's doing a budget breakdown, so he's changing things in the script, so I stopped working on it because I'm not going to build stuff that he ends up not needing. So I put that on hold, and now my buddy John's doing his film, which is also a paying gig. I had to change gears, but eventually I will get back to it. I will. It's just I gotta work out my schedule because I need to work it between making money and then doing personal projects. But it's on hold right now, so I haven't done anything to it yet. Kim goes, that minigun you casually mentioned the other day was awesome, by the way. Is there a minigun? I'm sorry, I must be out of a conversation. Oh, Becky's headed to Utah. Bye, Becky. gonna grab some magic underwear. Ever work with retroactive material? I'm not understanding what you mean. Like visiting friends from Utah. Oh, got it, Becky. Incro, Asandra. Hello, guys. Again, guys, I'm great with foam and terrible with names. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Oh, the minigun from Star Trek. Yeah, the Klingon Gatling gun. I think that's what they called it. But yeah, it's 5 seconds. It was on screen. Oh, you're watching for your car, Becky. Be careful. I grabbed an Evil Ted T-shirt in my drawer. I think it's one of my kids because it's way too tight. I don't think this is not a medium. It's like a small. I'm like, ooh, it's a bit tight on me. Okay, I think it's dry. All right, let's glue these guys together. We'll line them up, edge first. Like that. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Nice. What's so fun about taking pre-existing things and wrapping masking tape to it so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel? You just kind of like find something. And as soon as I saw the goggles, I mean, granted, I probably could have free-handed it and made them. But I'm always figuring, like, why do that when you have something? See, so you have your right and your left and your goggles. And there they are. And that's all it is. If you look at it, this is I took these lenses off and just wrapped the whole thing in masking tape just to get this shape, and cleaned it up and traced it. It's like easy peasy. See, all done. And I'm realizing, you know what would really be nice too is to put some trim on this. So I went ahead and I have some 2mm foam that I cut an even strip with. What I'm going to do here, let me get a piece of cardboard so I don't put glue on my desk. All right, there you go. So we'll start with we'll brush a little thin layer of contact cement on the outside edge. Like that. Let that dry. Same thing here. All right, so then we take this guy, all right. There we go. Let me just let that dry. There. Let's bring our camera up a little bit too here so you guys can see what's going on here. Okay. All right, let's catch up with chat. Oh, somebody asked me something earlier about. Hold on, let me catch up. Somebody had a question. Let me see if we can find it. I use intense reflective tape. which catches. Oh yeah, like the right, like the traffic. Yes, that it's a reflective tape that's got like these little glass beads that when you put light into it, it reflects back. Yeah, it's great stuff. It looks really great. It looks great in photographs and stuff. You know, the first time I ever saw that used really, really well was in a Doctor Who TV show. I'm trying to remember which Doctor it was. I think it was shortly after Tom Baker. But what it was is they had a prop, this prop, like a magical arrow or something like that, and it was pulsing, it was glowing, and they were holding it and doing all this dialogue, and this thing was like, I was looking at it going, how's that? It looks so unnatural and weird. And I'm thinking, and what it had this, the reflective tape. Well, it had the little glass beads, and they mixed it into paint, and they painted the prop with it, and they had a light ring around the camera. So anybody off camera would not see it, but the camera eye would see it. So you had a ring of light around the camera, and they would variac. So the ring of light around the camera lens, the audience wouldn't see, it would hit the thing, and it would reflect directly back into the camera. It had to be lined up with the camera. So if you're on set, you wouldn't see it, but it would kick back, and so it was a simple effect, and they did it a lot, and they did it in the 70s too, really early Doctor Who's. Some characters had glowing eyes and things like that. That's what they would do. They would put ring light around the camera and have the reflective tape stuff on the eyes. And it was really a neat effect. But that's how you do it. Leg giant. Oh, I thought I was. No, I am not lifting more, dude. Just shirt's tight. I mean, it's like, just gotta. But I am working some little exercise. I walk every day. Reflect from LEDs. It's a neat effect. Sorry I'm late. There's no need to apologize. I was just recovering from yesterday. My sister, 2 nephews. Oh yeah, that's all. Kids will wipe you out. Okay, I think it's dry. Let's do it. All right. We'll just use the seam as our guideline here, right? Let's square this up real quick. Just like this, and I'm just going to line it up. Make contact. Like so. And I really like putting trim on stuff. It kind of puts a little like a finishing touch to it, you know? Now, here's what I show you. Notice I didn't cut these things to length. What I do is I bring it up. Before I stick it all the way down, I line up on top and I kind of see where it's going to go. I take my knife and I see the edge where it's going to end. And I just cut it right there. Come on. All right. There. So then, now I have that. What I do is I take some contact cement, very little. I dab the edge of my 2 mil, right here on the outside, and I do the same thing on this guy too. Let's dab the edge. So when they make contact, they stick. See? Just like that. So while that's drying, let's do this one. Because I used to measure things all the time. You try to measure it and wrap it, and sometimes it just never lines up. So I'm always like, why bother? Just go ahead and just lay it on here and cut it to length when you need to. It's best to cut the pieces long. Yeah. Like that. Now I do the same drill. Okay. dab the edge like this. And dab a little glue on the edge there too. There you go, great. Let that dry. So when things are drying, I catch up with chat. Ricky White says, "Hi Ted, I'm in the closet at work watching." Ooh, dude, Rick, don't get caught. Careful, man. And don't panic, because if you can't watch it at work, this does get recorded. You can watch it later on YouTube. This all gets archived on YouTube. So if you don't miss, the best part about doing live, at least you guys can chat with me and ask questions, which I love doing. It's one thing about the live streams I really like. If you guys have questions, I love answering as much as you can. Retroactive, holy crap, I've been trying to remember the name of the tape for years. I saw Gundam used for lighting, and the camera with, yeah, it reflects, it just kicks, any light coming at it just comes right back at you. And I have some, I found a big, some construction site had some yellow tape, like yellow reflective tape. They just left it. So I grabbed it, like, because it's free. So I just grabbed it. I don't want to do with it yet, but it's reflective tape. So it'd be good to put on some items and things and whatnot. But I'm going to go on to Michael's tomorrow, all right? Doing a shopping spree. These guys dry. So then after we put these goggles together, then we're going to move on to the face mask. The whole reason I got you guys here is to do that. So, but yeah, I just wanted to knock off these goggles first and get that started, and then we can go from there. All right, is that dry enough? Let's speed this up. Here. Any skeletons? Hey, Kevin, everybody has skeletons in their closets. Everybody. Okay. Okay, it's dry. Let's go ahead and put them together. So what I do is I kind of line them up, get them, and then push them together. Yeah, see? Nice. Perfect. Now, normally I would hit these guys with a heat gun, but the contact cement is still relatively fresh, so I wait about 45 minutes to an hour, because once the glue is dry, it's really tough, and then you would take a heat gun to it and you heat it. This will all relax and get into a natural circular shape. I mean, this looks pretty good. Looks a little wanky, but I can fix that with heat. But you definitely want to let this dry first. So let's go ahead and set these guys aside and move on to our mask. Here's our face cast, and this is aluminum foil. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover this with foil, but what I like to do is I like to have a little extra stick to it. So I'm going to take this Super 77 to the spray booth and dust this very lightly with some spray glue on this, so when I put it onto the plastic, it sticks better. I have my hot glue gun too, for my shear bonder hot glue gun. My cordless one, I like this one a lot. Battery's charged, ready to go. We're going to be using that to stick down our foil. But what we're going to be doing, the reason I put foil on this, the foil is mostly here just as a release, because once I do it and I'm done with what I do, I can just peel it right back off. So we're going to start sculpting with foil, and I'm going to show you what I mean by that. We're going to take some foil and start making some loose balls like this. Now, I'm not crushing them too much, keep them very relatively light. Matter of fact, I'm realizing, let me get some more, I need a hot glue gun. I need a hot glue stick because I'm going to run out. Let me see, there's a glue stick over here maybe? Yeah, here you go. Got it. Oh, real quickly, guys, some questions. You work at Pakistan. Looking for a skill. Do you know the design of the face shield? Or originally, yes, I do. I do have a design. I didn't mean to print it out. It's life size or some. I'm making it on the fly. Well, not real. Have a plastic. Yeah, people at Christmas. Yeah, they have Christmas stuff already. Halloween stuff up already. It's like there's a war, Halloween, Christmas. Well, no, it's, you know what it is, guys. It's the Nightmare Before Christmas. They kind of nice little crossover now. Thanks to Tim Burton. There is a design. Yeah, these guys wear a face. They have like a lower, like like the Winter Soldier kind of thing. He has a lower face covering with goggles. But I want to be able to make it to where the guys can wear it, but it doesn't really interfere with their nose or their mouth. So I want it to sit enough away from them comfortably, and I have some ideas for putting holes and stuff in it. But because yeah, you can just go and get like a black mask and stuff. I'm trying to make them look a little bit more interesting. So that's my plan. This is empty, but I have another roll of aluminum foil here. Hold on, guys. Let me grab that really quick. Oh, look, a cardboard tube. I keep these. I always keep those. Because you know why? You can always wrap foam around this and make it into a barrel. Do not disregard cardboard tubing, people. This stuff is really handy because if you get some like just 2mm foam and wrap it, you have a lightweight barrel for a weapon or a prop. It's just a great, you can do so much with just a good solid cardboard tube. And this one's a nice thin one. This is a little not a standard cardboard tube, a little bit thinner. So these are nice. Keep them. Drive your family crazy keeping stuff around the house. So. That's trash. So I got some big heavy deep foil. Sorry, overhead. Okay, so what we're going to do is, for this mask, I want to have a covering for it. So we're going to go ahead and fill in stick some foam. We're going to stick a ball right here on the side of his nose, right? Yeah, wait till the hot glue gun's not hot enough yet. Yeah, the heavy duty foil is really tough. I like this stuff. Okay, let's start with this one here. And fill in around this nose. Sorry guys, keep bumping this thing. Waiting for the hot glue gun to get hot. Now when doing this, I mean, I'm going to kind of fill it up, but I'm mostly focused on one side or the other. So it doesn't really, because once I make my pattern, I'm going to flip it. So as long as I get one side looking really good, that's all that matters. Because I'm going to take this pattern and just put a line right down the middle of it and flip it. So if I can just focus on one side, it's all I really need to do. Matter of fact, let's go and we'll focus on let's do the right side, because I am right-handed. So, and then see right here, just to show you guys, here are the goggles, right? And that's how these guys are going like this. So it's like, you have big goggles. So, who knows? I might trim these down so they sit more. See, again, that's why I made my patterns. Because once I make the mask, it depends on where these guys fall. I might have to trim. Sorry, I have these backwards. It goes like this, right? Kind of like that. This is why I have to make a oops, sorry. Might end up trimming these guys because they're so big. It's definitely because my concern, the reason I made these goggles big is I want these guys to be able to see, because they have to fight in the movie a lot. So, okay. But anyway, now. Is this hot enough? There you go. Got a little glue. Stick some foil there. Right. And then get some glue here on the mouth. So we definitely want to clear that too. So like that. Got a spot over here too I want to fill in. And add a little bit more for the chin. That. Maybe a little more here. Fill this hole in just a little bit. Then we come over here. I gotta fill this guy in as well. That. And over here a little more. Okay. And maybe a little bit more foil on the top here. A little higher up on this, it's clear plastic hot glue. There you go. Just like that. Good, 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 good. I'll take care of this over here too. Blend this all off here. Hot glue stick. There you go. See, just like, there we go. Fill that void in and get a little more over here. All right, somewhat coming together here. Let me get a little bit more foil here. So I want to work on, because there's an eye hole. I want to kind of fill it. I want these goggles to have something to rest on. So we'll probably just fill in a little spot here. Go. There we go, just like that. All right, so what is, I have this foil on here. I'm going to start to shape it up a little bit more to kind of see where I'm at. And how I'm going to go about doing that is you either have a hammer or a mallet, because what I like to do is I hate this mallet, I kind of just tap it and it shapes things up. Because trying to do it by hand is really a bit of a chore. So I just take this mallet and kind of smash it and flatten out my pattern. And blend it in a little bit more, and I can kind of see what I want to add to. So this portion of the mask here goes through like this. You know what I want? I realize I want to add. I want a little bit more here. Hold on. So I want this to come up, but I want to have this come out more because this is where the mask is, and it's going to come up on the nose. This needs to be a little higher up, and I want it to come out more to fill this void here. So let's see. It's coming on there. It's good. All right, got it. All right. Size balls here. All right, now, yeah, I want to come out a little bit right there like this. So let's fill that in. Get some hot glue. Like that. There we go, looks pretty good. My brain's a little bit more here too. So you can tap this down more. And then flatten this part up here. Yeah, I can see. I don't know if you guys can see. It's kind of hard to see with the foil, but you can see me. You can see it coming together. I can see it shaping up here, like that, right? Put a little. I just need a little bit of a foil ball, like right about. Let's do a small one right here. Add a little bit more to this chin piece here. So I want to square this up a little bit here. Just push on that. So. All right. So let's go a little now. I'm just going to want to go a little higher. Hold on. I like the nose is right here, so I want just to go a little bit higher up here. Let's do this. Okay, the foam comes up. Yeah, I'm going to go. Yeah, hold on, guys. I'm going to go just a little higher on this. Let's do this. Let's do on the yes, hot glue this. And then you just take the hammer. Okay, not bad. So, this is looking pretty decent. Let's go ahead and cover this with some masking tape to get an idea what we have here. So, we have that tape like this. That good. Stick that tape down. That. See a hole right here too. Press it up there. Look at this. So you can kind of see it coming together here, right? This little face shield thing is exactly what I was kind of envisioning. So, okay. Alright, get that, get that. Alright, so. Because my plan is to have this cut out of foam, be able to probably somehow fit these goggles onto it. Because I want to have the goggles glued onto the mask themselves. So we might. Let me see. Get that. Where's my mallet? Bring this down a little bit. Alright. I'm going to draw a line right down the middle here. Oops, wrong. It's a orange marker, not a black marker. Let's get a black one. Alright, here you go. Goes right down the middle, right? Oops. There. So that. And then I kind of gauge this up here. And this is going to be our cut line, right? Kind of comes up like this and around. And this will be where the nose thing goes, right? Like this. You definitely want to keep these wide because we're going to have the goggles somehow sit on these, maybe. Got to figure out the placement for that. So this. Yeah, let's come down, do this. You know, I like this jaw thing. Let's do that. Keep that here, because the jaw would end. Because your chin, right? So go about. Okay, like so. All right. So I have my lines drawn. Let's go ahead and do some, so we know these guys are going to touch. Make a registration mark right there. This is from lining the front, and that. We'll do right here. That. Right there. Right there, and right there. Do one right here. Got it. Okay. Now the fun thing about this pattern is once you make it and you start putting things together, you can if something doesn't work, you can always alter it. You can always go back and change things. But the best thing is to get something started so you can see where you're at. So let's go ahead and cut this, right, on our cut line. And cut here. That. All right. And now we're going to carefully. Oh, we didn't cut this edge. Did we cut that spot? No, we did not. Here, let's do this real quick. Cut this edge. Oops, here. All right, I just came. There, I got that. So let's remove our tape. All right, there's our pattern. That's the side. Let's take this guy here too. Oops, nope. Get that tape underneath it. All right. All right, now we are done with this. All right. Oh, guys, take a moment. Let me clear up this desk really quick so we can make room for making a pattern. Need some poster boards. Move this, move that, move that. Don't need this, don't need that. Get this and this. All right, here we go. All right, I have some poster board here, which is my favorite. We're going to take these guys. This pattern itself, we could just flip it. You know what I mean? Here, let me see. This is the front face shield, and I'm gonna lay it because it's still got some sticky adhesion to the tape. I'm just gonna go ahead and burnish this down really quickly. And this is where we're going to clean things up a little bit. We're going to take my craft knife here, cut this edge nice, and see there's a little bit of a, it's not completely straight, so it'd be good just to cut this guy like this. Straight, and then there's a little angle there, which looks nice. Cut that. And we'll trim this. And then, of course, the notch cutter. Now, I used to have a notch. I bought a really inexpensive one and ended up getting dull quickly. I spent the money and got myself a really good notch cutter, and the difference is like night and day. It just punches right through everything. It's wonderful. So, yeah, this is definitely worth the investment. Get yourself a good notch cutter. You know, I'm thinking could make this one piece possibly. Yeah, hold on. We'll just trace it. I got an idea. All right, now this guy, we're going to lay this down flat as well. So let's get some poster board. The same thing. We're going to lay it down. Alright. So now that we have this, we can clean this up a little bit better. So it comes down like this. And I know it's got a little bit of a bow to it, but I'm going to come down a little bit straighter on this guy. That. Cut this guy like that. Now what we're making is, I like to call, as a prototype. You're making this pattern, so therefore once you make this, and if something doesn't work, you still have your pattern. You can tweak it and change it as you go. So, but it's very important to start with just a pattern. All right, notch cutter time. That. There we go. Got it. Okay. So let's transfer this to foam and see what we got. All right. So we have this piece right here. It's going to use our 4mm Cosplay Pro Foam. On this particular pattern, we're going to trace this and just flip it. I'll show you what I mean. Go here, like that. That. And that. And then we flip like this, right? And then you can see this is just a little dart at the top, which is fine. So we go like this. See, now we have our front piece. And this guy, we definitely do two pieces here. Try this up. Oops, I forgot to add a knot here. Hold on, guys. Forgot to notch this. All right, got this. All right, and we flip it for the other side. I can tell you right now, there's some things on these patterns. I'm gonna clean up probably this backside thing. I can tell right now, I'll probably end up changing that to make it look a little more pleasing. I like it's kind of sloppy. I would like it to come up a little sharper. But again, that's something you can fix later. But I definitely want to build it and see what we have. There's no reason to change the pattern yet until I know what I have. So let's get this going. That. Fantastic. All right. All right. Okay, on these edges on this mask, I'm not going to cut now. I'm going to cut them at a bevel. And I think that's going to be the best way. We're going to cut these guys as bevels so when they line up together, they have a little sharp edge to them. Hey guys, sorry, let's catch up with chat for a little bit. I was in in work mode. Somebody was asking about the plastic mesh circles I cut out. Those are actually, you guys saw that on Instagram. I posted that. I did. Let's get this one off the ground here. I did those for the eye sockets that I'm making. Yes. Yeah, Becky, trust me. I bought like those $12 ones, and they just within months they just get dull and they go to crap. So I bought this new one, and it's adjustable and stuff, and it's worth it. Already I can feel how sharp it is. All right, so now what we do is, on this thing, it's gonna sit against the mask. It sits against your face like this, but then I wanted that bevel to, you'll see, I'll show you. Let's just do it. Yeah, I can tell right now, there's things I want to change in this pattern. I want these things to come up a little bit further back and we'll probably end up adding some 2mm detail to them or something like that. But right now it's just a prototype so people I can get an idea what I want to do. Oh, Becky says, truck stop. All right. Let me get the overhead. Let's go a little closer for everybody. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this at table. Let's get my bigger knife. Cut these guys at a bevel like this. And you can tell it's a little bit dull. Hold on. All right. This guy will cut 90 like this. Right. Up here at the top, that's 90 here. Bottom part 90. And then all the contact edges, you get beveled like this. Okay. Same drill, other side. Cut these guys. 90 here, the edges. That. Bevel. All right. We have our parts. Let's go ahead and glue them together. Let's get our contact cement. Let's start with this dart first. Apply contact cement this guy. Like that. 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 You know, I forgot to do is take a picture of the aluminum foil thing I made. It was good to take a picture so I could post about it later, and I totally forgot to do that. Oh well. It's like, oh, I'll take a picture and post it. And I was doing my live stream and forgot to do that. Well, at least I can show the aftermath, right? The whole finished mask. So I think progress pictures are always kind of cool to see how things are coming together. All right, we'll go ahead and let that dry. Let's catch up with everybody on chat. Becky says Anime Ohio had a great first show. I already announced their second and got funded. Oh, hey Becky, yeah, tell me what. Give me those guys' contact info. These guys, I just like to support small people and people doing stuff, and it sounds like they pulled it off, and it sounds very cool. I would definitely like to reach out to them because I know it's small, and they probably deal with local people only because it is costly to fly people out. That is true. It's a bit of an issue, but. Oh, Becky, I know a little bit of anime. I know the anime from the 80s when I grew up on, and then it took off in the 90s, and it's just, there's tons and tons, and not all of it's great. A lot of it, I think, is garbage. So there's some stuff that's great, and there's some stuff that's just not worth it. So. Hey, the modifier. How you doing, my friend? Yeah, modifier, hang in there. I'm editing, and I'll be talking to you shortly. I'm almost done. I've been cutting this video, and I got a couple things I'm tweaking in the video, and I'll have it ready. I realized I had to stop. I have to start making things for Anime LA. I do a raffle every year, and I don't really have any items to give away, so I have to make some items to give away. All right, overhead. Let's go ahead and start with this guy. Push them together. Like that. That's good. Got that. And let's go ahead and put this. That's our top, right? That's still too wet. That's still too wet. Sorry, guys. Got a little ahead of myself. That's still too wet. But yeah, this is. It seems a little on the small side, but maybe not. We'll take a look. It all depends. Because the one thing with the pattern, if it ends up being too small, I can just cut the pattern and lengthen it, keep everything the same, but just lengthen everything. And that's one thing you can definitely do with patterns, is I like it. I think it might need me to be a little longer on the face, but we'll see. Yeah, let's get a hairdryer on this. I'm getting impatient. There we go. Nice. So the reason I like putting these guys together first, because then you can just wrap around this. So you start with this, like so. You line it up, right? Just like that. Come down, contact, make contact. Pull, stretch, line up. Line up, like that. Line up, come around like this. Very good. You know, I like these. I might make this out of 6 mil. I think the 4 might be a little on the thin side. So, oh, you got to pull a little bit on this one. Get that line up. There you go. And that, this and that. You line these guys up, come to the chin piece like this. There you go. Look at that. There it is. That is the mask. Holy crap. Looks better had a right to. There is this weird buckle, and that's from this guy. See this? How this this bows in. I can just take a straight edge and cut that and clean that up. Because I did that on the, hold on. On this edge, I cleaned this edge up, and this is the joining edge for this. And see how it's got a weird bow in here? And again, that's what you can, when you're making a pattern, you can definitely fix that. So, and that won't change the pattern drastically. What that do, it'll clean up this edge. See how it bows like that? You can fix that. So I'm gonna show you really quick. I'm just gonna clean up by doing this. Take this straight edge on one curve. You don't have to worry about the curve piece. It's just this weird part right there. I saw it earlier and I should have cut it. Like that. And you can come in like this and just cut that. See, now it's clean. So when you go to glue it on there, it'll eliminate that pucker. So I fixed that already. All right, let's try this on. Hey, look at that. That's kind of what I wanted. I got this, and then the goggles are going to sit on this, which makes me think I might have to make a pattern. Let's see how these goggles are going to sit on here. I might have to extend something or make a little flange for them, because I want to incorporate these guys on there. But I mean, I don't know if it's going to be that simple just to stick them on. Let me think. Here. I like this mask. This turned out great. I was wanting to incorporate these goggles and have them all be one piece, so we might have to build a piece that comes up. Yeah, let me get the face shield. Let's see. Because the mask fits great. You could have it sit like that, and then the goggles could go on here. Hold on, when I wear it, let me see. So when I wear it, it sits right up on the crust of my nose. It's like, yeah, it sits about here. So that's it where it sits. So it sits there, and you have the goggles. Yeah, I need to make something. Let's see. You know, we could probably cut into the face shield itself. Yeah, when I was making this pattern, I should have thought about that, because when it was in pattern form. Hold on, that's the left, Ted. So this is left. That's right. Right. So, yeah, I want to stick these on the goggles. I wonder if I just ran a piece up the center or something. So I have it like this on your face, and the guys would just drop on like so. Could we cut maybe a scallop or something for them? Maybe, like they just cut a circle into them or something. I don't know. Tell you what we should do. Let's go ahead and heat these guys up really quick and straighten them out. Okay, guys, let me move the plaster head here for a second and get the heat gun. Let's shape these guys up a little bit. All right, that's better. There we go. Okay. Yeah, there should. Let me think. If I could just do maybe a, just glue them right to the edge, but I would have to cut. You don't realize. I think this comes up too high. It's almost like to get these goggles to fit. When I was making the pattern, I should have the goggles on there. Is what I should have done. That's what I should have done. But anyway. If I so desperately wanted to incorporate these guys together, I should have plotted out a recess. But you know something? It's still not too late. Let me decide. Here. We do that, and I lay one of these guys on here. I can just figure out where I need to cut, right? Because if I cut it like a circle into them, that might solve the problem here. Because you really want them like in this. You really want them in the center of the eye range, and so for that to work, you'd have to have a big scallop for these guys. Let's see. Let me get a marker. Like that. So hold on, I have an idea. So if I go like this here, you'd want that to go in. So how would I do this? I kind of make like a scallop, right? Like a circle, almost like I do from here. You guys, if you want to know what I'm doing, I'm winging it. It's what they call winging it. I'm winging it. So let's do that. If I just do a scallop, cut a little circle thing into it, like that. All right, so here's my plan. I'm going to go ahead and cut this very carefully. And I'm going to cut it really straight, like a 90 cut on it. I don't want to get too creative because what my plan is, if this works, I'll translate this onto my pattern. So I'll have that already in the pattern. So let's go ahead and just... Sorry guys, like this. Because yeah, I want a simple solution to this. I don't want to make anything too elaborate. I like to be able just to cut these guys out and glue the goggles in. So by cutting these guys in, which will allow the goggles to drop in. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, that just might work. Granted, I probably need to finesse the hole a little bit. I mean, I may have cut too much off, but it's a start. Let me see. If we go like this, yeah, see? That's not bad at all. I'd probably have to glue, and that would do is that if you have them glued to the face mask, it prevents the thing from going all over the place too. It'd be nice. So let me see. Just like, so maybe I probably cut too much. It should be like a little bit of the, like that. So hold on. If I do that, all right, hold on. I see what I did wrong. Let me just, I like the scallop. I think it's a bit too big. Let me show you real quick. Like this. And then that means I only need to cut. Hold on. I see it. Let me draw it. There. Okay, hold on. But the deal is, I cut, it just needs a little scallop in there, so let me go ahead and cut this and glue this back in. Alright, so I'm going to glue this guy back in, like this. Alright. Take a little contact cement. I'm on the right track, guys. I'm on the right track. So this will work. It's just I made the hole too big for the goggle. So you do that and then cut a small little circle. They'll sit the goggles in there. So if this ends up working, then we can translate this to the pattern. Hi guys, I'm sorry, let me catch up with chat. I'm just kind of zone out working. Hidden sleeve, sleeve dagger, agreed. Hi guys, catching up. Angela says, thank you, Ted. I love hearing your observing your creative thought process. Yeah, it's called making it up. Like well, you know, you work with the material enough, like you kind of get an idea what's going to work and what's not going to work. And so, thank you. I'm going to glue this piece back in. I was just prematurely cutting to get the... I knew I want these goggles to sit in on this mask. And turns out less is more. I probably didn't need to cut as much as I thought I need to. And so I glued it back in, and now I can set the goggle in the spot that... Yeah, I think this is going to work. Yeah, that was it. Let me just shape this up a little bit, guys. Hold on. Where's my rotary tool? Is there a singing drum on it? All right, I went ahead and glued this back in. You can see it doesn't need to be that big. Just a small little divot. As a matter of fact, you can see that I may cut the divot too, but that's the distance. The space from here to here is right. This might be a little bit too deep. I need probably a little bit more of a shallow cut into it, but it is what I wanted. You have this, and you glue these goggles into the face mask right there, like this, and therefore they can see. See, kind of goes like that. At least that's the plan, right? So it's just too deep. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this guy. Here's my original pattern, as you guys can see here. I'm just gonna lay this directly on top. Right, like this. See it? Here, let me show you guys real quick. I got my pattern. I laid it on here. Make sure everything is everything's properly lined up, and then I take a pencil and draw what I cut. And the reason I'm doing a pencil is I'm going to go back and change it, because I'm telling you. See? You can see where I cut, and I realized that when I'm looking at it, it went too deep. So I'm going to change this to to like what I originally wanted, just like this, a little half curve cut. Because that's all it really needed. I didn't have to go that deep. I went way too deep, so. All right. So this is our first run, right? So we changed this and we changed that. So went ahead. Let's make these changes in these patterns. On my little scallop cut here, right here. Kind of like this. Make sure I follow my lines here. Okay. So there's our change in our pattern, and we end up changing the lines of this guy. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it again. So here, let's clear off this table. Let's take this opportunity to clean up the desk really fast here, guys. Two things. Tell you what, another thing I want to change. On the mask side, let's make it a little bit more interesting, I guess. Do we need that? No. Yeah, let's clean it here. This is a minute. It goes like this, right? And the goggles will be on that, and I'll hold it against your face, so now I'll be all right. Where's my phone? Grab some phone. All right, round two. Take this guy. Same drill. We'll trace this like so. Like that. Here, just mix. So then the same thing, we're just going to flip it over the sharp of the line like that. All right, trace. That, got it. Now make this piece. And this time we have the little scallop for the goggles. Now when we cut these scallops, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with those guys when we get them out here. Like this. Right. It's so funny, the indentation here, it's just an indentation or a cut. I call it a scallop. I don't know where it comes from or why I say that. It's always what I call them. I might be completely wrong and just might mean a seafood, but either way, that's what I call it for some reason. A divot, a cut in, a scallop. Like, I don't know where I heard it and why I use it, but that's what I do. Some people are like, what are you saying? Is that a word, Ted? I don't know. It's what I call it. When I was working in the makeup shop, people would, I was a model maker, and I used to use, we call it Bondo, it was Bondo. And these makeup people would call Cavasil, it's like this medical adhesive, and you'd mix some glass beads to it. It'd make it like a paste or a putty. You could fill in seams and things with it. And they called it Bondo. Oh yeah, you fill it in like Bondo. I'm like, yeah, but it's not Bondo. But that's what they'd call it. And they would get mad at me. I'm like, you have that Cabo patch? And they go, oh, you mean Bondo? I'm like, yeah, Bondo is like a registered brand. Stop calling something that it drove me nuts. I don't know why these makeup people kept calling it Bondo. And I said, you guys don't work with Bondo because they're two completely different animals. And also, it's a patent. It's a brand. It's a company. And they make a body filler and they call it Bondo. Anyway, people call things certain things for reasons. But anyway, I just thought that was funny. The makeup people would call that Bondo. And I'm like, trust me, that is not Bondo. All right, here we go. Now, again, these guys are going to get the bevel cut. Just like this. Thank you, everybody, for your patience today. I know I've not only been in chat lately. I've just been focusing on trying to get this done. Because it'd be kind of nice to get the second one done. We made our prototype. We made some changes and some improvements on the pattern. So now we're going to put it back together and see if our goggles will fit in where they're supposed to. So, because I want the mask and the goggles to be one. All right. $90. That's 90. This is beveled. Then let's cut this with an X-Acto knife so we keep the curve nice and clean. Use the smaller craft knife for that. All right. Let's go and use that guy. Ooh. Careful, Ted. Got a little crazy with that knife here. All right. $90 right here. This gets 90. Beveled. Yes, I say it out loud. And I do this when I'm working too, guys. I talk out loud. Keep myself keep on track, because if you don't get too lazy, you forget what you're doing. Your mind can wander. All right. And here's a little cut for the goggles. Like that. Okay. Okay, we have our, oops. Hang on. Let's not lose these guys. Let's put these over here somewhere safe. Now we're going to go ahead and apply contact cement to our pieces. Start with the inside dart. This guy first. All right, let that dry. All right, let that dry. Hey chat, sorry guys, let's catch up. Lucky for me, my prime props templates from Etsy are on my laptop for it. Hey Neil, after adjective, non-scope. Oh, it says, oh, definition of scallop, hold on. Small curves along the edge. Oh my God, that's pretty much a scallop. I'm great. Thanks, Neil. It's a scallop. So I was right. Yeah, it's like the edge of something has a dip into it. It's a scallop. And somebody told me, I think, and it stuck with me. I'm like, scallop, and then, so that's actually what it is. Yeah, it's on the edge. A decorative scallop, a cut in. Yeah. That's awesome. Thanks. Take a little. Bite-sized, yeah. pieces, my friend. Mm. A DAG 2, right? Yeah. Temporary tattoos. Less about tattoos. Okay. Okay. So while this is drying, this is going to be our plan is once we put this together and it looks all right, I'm going to glue the goggles onto it and see what it looks like. And if it works, then we're done. And I'll do it just before 11 o'clock. I always try to do everything within a 2-hour stream. So everybody, thank you so much for your patience. Everybody, really quickly, if you guys are watching this on Twitch, my live stream is open on YouTube as well. I have it simulcast, so you guys can watch me on both channels, but my chat is open on YouTube. So if you are leaving comments or saying something, unfortunately, I'm not be able to see it on Twitch. So if you guys do want to come over and chat and hang out with other people, come on to the Evil Ted channel on YouTube. Neil says, I believe the scallop comes from the design that from the shell clams. Yeah, I think so. From scallop. There you go. All right. Okay. Is that drying up? Let's see. Is it? Push it together. Yeah, perfect. There you go. Little dart. It's wonderful. Okay. Here's our top pieces right here. Line them up. It's cool because once I get this all worked out, I'll be able to add detail to it later. But start with the top. It's like this. Yeah. Yeah. You can see that you got to do a little pulling because if you touch something, right, and then there's from here, if it doesn't line up, you got to remember you've got to pull and make it line up. See, that's the key. Oh, I didn't put, dang it. I forgot to put glue on this, guys. Ugh, sorry. I was so excited I forgot to put glue on this. Dang it, hold on. I was like, why is that not sticking? That's because it doesn't have any glue on it, Ted. I did the dart, but not the sides. Okay, hold on that. And since I did that, let's go ahead and just put a second coat on this too. Make things a little stronger. So there's a hair in my glue. All right, here. Now, applying a second coat to your foam, I always think is great because second skin of glue it is, because the first one kind of soaks in. So when you do your second one, it kind of builds up. It makes a stronger adhesion. So some definitely areas you know are going to get a lot of wear and tear. I definitely would double up with the glue. All right. Let's let that dry. Catch up with chat. Whew. I just see a lot of chats allowing bars in Utah. What? I know Becky's been driving, guys. She's in Utah. Seeing friends, right, Beck? And she was watching the stream while driving. Leave the wives at home. No drink and a shot. Okay, Becky. We're not drinking. We're just doing shots. Who wants to do a shot? Shot. Yeah, I think these little notches on the visor, I think, because the notches will allow the goggles to set in, and once I can figure out where they set in, right, just keep them all. Yeah, keep them as one piece. That'd be nice. Just speed this up. Oh, the chrome faceless mask Spirit Halloween. Man, tell you right now, guys, if you see those, buy them. The chrome faceless visors, they're cheap at Halloween, but anything if you try to get them off season, they're more expensive. So if you see them, they're relatively cheap. I usually wait after Halloween when the prices drop. I buy like 5 or 6 of them and just stack them up, wrap them in paper, like tissue paper, so they don't rub off the chrome, and store them until you need them. So yeah, they come in handy. All right, that's dry. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm anxious. I'm anxious. All right, it's dry. Let's do it. Got this lined up. Again, like I was saying, when you go to make a pattern and you go to line something, if it doesn't look like it's lining up like this, you have to pull it because that's what makes the pattern work. You got to pull it, make sure that line up. That's what the registration marks are there for. You have to force it into place. Same thing here. Like you look at it and see it's not lining up. That's because there's tension on it. So you have to pull it. You have to pull the foam, right, to make sure it lines up, and that's how you get your shape. Like that. See. Line the edges like that, and that. Come around on the edge like that. Oops, Ted, see, got a little off on this one. This one's a little off. Don't, no, stick, right there. Got it. Then again, you gotta pull. Make sure it lines up. Sorry guys, you're missing. I always do this damn camera. Make sure it lines up. Got it. And then this, like that. Line her up on the edge. Got this. Got it. Oh wait, get it. All right. All right. Now we have our mask with the curve for the goggles, which say, yeah. So this is the right side, right? It goes like this. So in theory, these guys should just drop in. So right and left. Okay. So the plan is these guys go in like this. So what I'm gonna do is where these my scallops. I'm gonna take a stone bit and I'm gonna grind them down a little bit. I'll show you real quick here. Sorry, I have to move this. You guys can't see what I'm doing. Let me move it over here real quick. And just hang in here for a second. There you go. Yeah. All right, got that. So then, this guy, set your mask on like that, the eyeballs. Right and left, I guess this is. So you got right and left, hold on. I want them, you know, it's funny, I don't want them too far back. I'm a little bit more forward. I don't mind them floating off the guy's face a little bit, so probably can make sure the edges where I want, because I want the widest part on the outside, so I've got to rotate this like this. I think, oh my god, it falls, this top falls right on top of that seam, which is a blessing in disguise. So let's go ahead and do that. So I think that's going to work. So that's going to be our contact point. Holy shoot. Okay, here. Let's do that. So I'll get some glue. Right? Reapply our contact cement. Like that. Do both sides. And you glue the bottom edge, so you just go just below the seam line, which is a happy accident. Just like that. All right. And like I said, I don't mind the goggles sitting forward because that allows the actor to see better, and have them just sit on the mask. When I say actor, I mean stuntman. These guys in this movie, my friend John, he has these guys that are really great fighters, stuntmen. So, again, let's go ahead and speed this up with a hair dryer, because I'm impatient. All right. So which way? This is right. Okay, and left. So this is the right side. So again, it starts right here on the seam line, like that, and just comes just like that. Hold on, and comes straight down like that. See? Just like that. And then we do the same thing on this guy. Again, this seam line, what a saver. So you just touch it right on the inside of that, on the edge. And then we just come down, facing forward like that. Look at that. Look at that. All right, moment of truth. Let's try it on. Woo. All right, guys. So yeah, if you put the straps on the goggles, it'll just hold it to the face. It worked. Whew. Good thing it worked on the live stream. That would be embarrassing. But there it is. This is kind of what I wanted to do. There's some finessing involved, but this is what I was going for. And I do have some. Let me get some eyepiece. Let me show you the lenses I have. Hold on. I have these this perforated plastic, and I did a little. So I'm gonna stuff them in the goggles like this. There's kind of like an up and down direction to them. I'm gonna do them sideways a little bit, and they're slightly smaller, so I can just pressure fit them in. I think. I'll stick them in because the plan is that they're going to wear these. I'm gonna have LEDs in the center, so they'll see a little LED dot. You'll see them, but the guys wearing them, they won't see them, so it won't interfere with their vision. But it helps block their eyes. See? So you have mask and LEDs. Look at this. Woo. Made a pattern, prototyped it, then made a second one better under 2 hours. Booyah! It's like being at my job. I used to be at the prop house. Used to work that fast all the time. But yeah, there it is. Look at that. That's fun. Everybody, I want to thank everybody today for hanging out and joining me today on this adventure. This is for my friend John Soares is making a film called EONBLADE. These bad guys. Next thing, I have to make these wide brim hats. They have these hats they wear too. They have black leather jackets, like trench coats and black gloves, and they have these black masks. And he had this illustration of these guys with goggles and a mask, and I was like they're just just goggles and like a black hood thing. And I said, I want to make them a little more interesting, so I'm going to do this. But my plan is I want to put little cylinders, a little like elliptical cylinders coming out with holes in them, so the guys can like breathe. But to make it look like they have some kind of like respirators on, so they have this, and I just want to make them a little bit more interesting and add some more little plating and tech to it to make it look more interesting. But the trim on the goggles is great, so you can paint it all black and then come back and paint this brighter. But oh, Borderlands. Yeah, these guys have these face masks up. Yeah, exactly. But I just want to have something big enough these guys can wear. I might put I like it covers their chin, but I might put a piece of foam so when they wear it, the chin stops it from going any further, so they can wear this on their face and have a little block thing, because you don't want it tucking in too much. So I might, because sometimes people have it lower and block, but I like the fact that it comes down and covers the chin. So I like having the chin covered. So, but guys, really quickly, what you guys can do me a big favor, if you guys do like this video, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe. It would be awesome if you guys would do that if you have not already. And if I'm this beautiful shirt that I'm wearing is the Evil Ted shirt. I have this shirt, others like this, in my Teespring shop in the video. Click on that, buy a shirt. It'd be wonderful. Any little contributing you can do. The thing you can do to really help me, if you're shopping, do a lot of shopping through Amazon, go to my website, click on my Amazon link, and when you go through my link, I get points for your shopping with no extra cost to you. So if you do a lot of Amazon shopping, just take my Amazon link and bookmark it. So every time you shop, I get points, which helps me keep doing this, keep streaming live, keep making videos, keep making content. And I don't know, when I get this all done, who knows, I might just make this into a pattern in my shop. I would probably modify, you know what I should do? I could probably modify it to where this could come up like in the pattern, because you know what would make it easier is to have this come up more, so it comes up higher and attaches, so it would actually attach to the goggles. I could probably work that out, couldn't I? Just make the pattern and tweak it a little bit more. Yeah, that's for a later date. I think what that would do would make it a lot easier to put these guys together too, though. But other than that, it's very cool. I'm very happy. Oh, I just bought some pens. Did you buy the Uniball ones? These guys? Because I have these on my shopping list. These guys, these Uniball white pens, I have them in my shop. They're awesome in my supply list. These things are the best when it comes to black foam. Kevin, thank you so much. Yeah, if you bought something that's wonderful, tell your friends. Please subscribe. Hit those thumbs up. If you like the video, thumbs up. Leave comments below. Again, everybody, thank you so much. Frantically right now, I'm editing the Colonial Marine helmet pattern. I have that done, and I'm making the video right now. Video's done. I'm just editing it, and I'll have that up soon. And the pattern is done as well, so we're gonna get that up. So it'll be done time for Halloween. Oh, I'm gonna grab a shirt. Thank you, Kevin. Please. I have It's the passion, not the talent. One of my favorite. I have Coffee Talk now. I finally just added Coffee Talk, which I'm cutting right now. I'm Samir Tiki Masala. I did an interview, Coffee Talk, with him, and in the video we talk about things, and I want him to send me images of what he talked about so I can edit in the video so I can get that one up too as well. Oh, you got a great idea for your future mashup. You got it, Daniel. I'm looking forward to it. Guys, again, everybody, thank you so much for watching, hanging out with me today. Oh, it's already past 11. I'm going to go ahead and do something great, like take a shower. Because I've been at home all day. You ever reach that time in your life when you're like, you wake up every day and just wear nothing but sweats all the time? You don't go out, you just stay at home and wear sweats every day? Yeah, that's what it's like, working from home a lot. When you work from home a lot, you get kind of like, why should I get dressed? What am I doing, right? Also, everybody who watched me on Twitch, guys, thank you so much for hanging out and watching me as there as well, guys. And please, I'll be back. I come back every Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Every Sunday at 9 a.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time. I'll be streaming live. What I'll be doing next, I'm not quite sure yet, but you guys motivated me to do this. I was putting this off, and I thought, oh wait, I can do this on my live stream, because I have no idea how I'm gonna do this yet. But see, again, aluminum foil, just shaping up. There's other ways you could also just take a piece of cardboard and paper and trace it and lay it on something and kind of eyeball it. There's so many different ways, but I think the aluminum foil is a little bit more direct, and you get a better idea. And you can see how quickly I knocked this thing out with just some foil, some masking tape, and it turned this into a pattern. And again, now that I have the pattern, I can tweak it and alter it. And I'm already thinking I might raise these guys up to where the goggles connects to this directly or something. But then again, this is pretty good too, so I can't complain. All right, guys, thank you so much. Again, everybody, you can also follow me on all social media. I have you guys on the video looking, go to my website. I have Instagram, Facebook. I have a great Facebook group. And if you're new to cosplay, I started a Facebook group years ago called Evil Ted's Foam Fanatics. It's on Facebook. So all you people out there who are still on Facebook, it's a great community for newbies. If you're a first-timer or a veteran builder, it's just a great community to share techniques, ideas, materials, and it's international. So if you're working on something at 2 o'clock in the morning, you can ask a question and you'll get a response within 5 minutes because people are up on the globe 24/7. So it's a great, friendly community. I really work hard keeping that place safe. And we have great moderators and mods to keep the bad guys out. When you join the Foam Fanatics, I ask you 2 questions. All you have to do is answer the 2 questions and you're in. The reason we have the questions is to keep the bots and the trolls out. So please join that group. It's a great group. Also, I have every Friday we do Foam Fanatics. I haven't done one in a while because nobody sent me any pictures. But I have on my website I have Evil Ted's Foam Fanatics, and if you've seen, Evil Ted's Fan Photo Friday. Evil Ted's Fan Photo Friday. If there's a costume you've built and you've been inspired from my videos, you've been watching my videos for years, and gave you the confidence to build your own costumes, please, if you have nice finished pictures of your complete costume, send them to Fan Photo Friday. Because Fan Photo Friday, yeah, a complete costume. So I have that on my website. You can go and you can submit a picture on Evil Ted's Fan Photo Friday. Because I used to do it every Friday, and I haven't been publicizing that enough, so I haven't been getting pictures lately. But I used to try to do it every Friday. If somebody has a picture or a great costume, they do it, press up. Oh, no arrows limit. Oh, no, it's a prototype. I'll make them later because I have a design. I want to put these vents on them, and I'll put the air holes there. I want to put these tubes on the side, and then there I'll have holes. Because the guys are going to be fighting, and they're going to be breathing a lot, so I'm definitely going to have some vents, but not in the front. I'm doing them on the side. So, kind of hide them. It's a prototype, man. Come here. I just started. Answer the questions. That's right. If you do the drawing, I didn't know about the Facebook. Oh my God, Joy. Yeah, Joy. It's a great group, man. Seriously. It's a great Facebook group. Just when you go and submit, just answer the 2 questions. I'll let you in, and everybody is sharing their tips and techniques. And I've learned so much. I've been in this for years, and I'll go like, "Oh, that's a neat idea," or "That's a neat tip." And there's people doing amazing stuff. It's so wonderful. It's a great friendly community. So if you have questions or ideas or answers, anything, people share. answer questions, and if you're in different countries, what contact cement you get from there, and what do they do, where they buy their supplies. It's great. So, all right, I'm still babbling, guys. All right, thank you so much for watching. Please catch you back next Sunday at 9 a.m. right here on EONBLADE Live. See you guys. Thank you.